What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rowdy Player One channel. I'm Rowdy, and we are here for the weekly update. It has been a extremely busy week for me, as far as work-wise. Didn't get much reading done, but we'll talk about it. I got a lot of other things going on, and been an interesting week to say the least. So let's just get started. First, we're going to do some life and channel updates. As I said, been very busy this week. I ended up leaving late Monday, and then that caused me to get back late Tuesday, which caused me to barely make it in time to do my buddy read with Josh. Had already overbooked. Just a bunch of stuff. Same thing. Wednesday, Thursday had stuff. Friday, then got back yesterday. Finally, halfway at a decent time. Lots of wrecks on the interstate this week. I've noticed a lot. I mean, lost a bunch of time, dang near every day for wrecks and construction. But holiday weekend, understand people are trying to get places. Other than that, channel update wise, with this life and channel update, Wednesday, I will be coming out with my TBR. Finally, it was supposed to be out this past week, but I was too busy. It's going to be different. We're going to do a new thing, start a new way to do my TBR, to where I'm not having to pick. And I hope y'all look forward to that, because it's going to be, I think, a really fun time. So look forward to that Wednesday, because I am recording that video not long after I record this video, so it definitely is coming out. But sit back, relax. I've got some Dasani water because I still have a cough, because it just won't go away, and probably go to the doctor hopefully this week. So we will see. All right, so books that I finished this week. Like I said, extremely busy. I was supposed to get way further along than I did, but I was able to finish Love, Family, Cancer by Bill Beckett. Got this done last night, finally. It should have been done Monday, but like I said, it's been a week. This, if you don't know, is a memoir that Bill wrote about his wife, Bonnie, and their life together, how they got together, their love story, how they grew their family, the moves that they went through their life, and then dealing with Bonnie's cancer diagnosis, and just everything that went through all of that. This book is really, really good. Bill did an unbelievable job of going through everything. Like it really puts you in the moments, the minute to minute, a lot of ways, with what him and his wife and their kids dealt with, going through Bonnie's struggle with cancer and all of the procedures and different medical diagnosis and the highs and the lows, and just, it's something. This book is so good. It's really sad. I'm not gonna lie. I nearly I teared up once, definitely, especially closer to the end. But it's very emotional. But Bill is so good at writing. Like, he did an excellent job. So I'm gonna give this 5 stars, because it deserves 5 stars. It's so good. If you know anybody that has cancer or struggling with cancer, or know family members that have had it, this book is really good, and I would definitely recommend giving it a read. Just in general, because he even gives some tips at the end on things he wish he would have did different, and different things for you to do. It's excellent job. But yeah, highly recommend this book. Definitely, if you get a chance, go read it. It's very good. And that's all that I read this week. But what am I going to read? This was the stuff I was supposed to read last week. It didn't happen. but that's life. So we're just gonna continue on, and that is gonna be Bloodbound by DJ Terrell. Red Book won end of last year, I think's right, and it was awesome. I'm very excited to continue to figure out Lynn's story and what all goes on with it. Gonna start this today whenever I get some free time, maybe this evening, but gonna knock it out. Hoping to have it finished this week, and that way next month, obviously, it's gonna. I think next Sunday is June 1st, so knock this out this week. Gives me 1 week to finish it up, and start June on a hot note. Looking forward to that, and seeing what all comes with June, because we've got a lot of stuff that we'll definitely have to talk about in another video. And then I will be finally starting the audiobook of Howling Dark. I'm doing a buddy read. Me and Josh decided we were going to continue on with it and go to Howling Dark, and then we're going to do Demon in White, and we're committing to the first 3 in the trilogy to see. He loved Empire of Silence. I did not. It was okay. It's an okay book, but I've heard from here on is incredible, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I like Hadrian as a character, but other than that, there's just not enough action in book 1 for me. I'm an action guy, and that's what I like. So, but I've heard it really steps up its game starting in book 2. So we'll see. Looking forward to those. But yeah, that is the plan for what I'm going to read. What else do we have? What happened on the channel last week? I did not make any videos. As I said, too busy. And, I was supposed to put out my TBR. It didn't happen, but that's okay. It's coming out Wednesday. It will happen. 2 buddy reads and an author interview this past week. Last Sunday, I did the buddy read of our Books, Bros, and Banter with Hyperion. It was me. It was Scott from Some Other Character. It was on his channel. Kevin Toll reads, and then Dr. Logan from Novel Insights. We all got together and discussed Hyperion, and nobody was super impressed. I think I'm the only one that's going to continue to book 2 eventually. I'm not jumping into the thing by no means, but I gave it a pretty good, decent score, but just because of the potential that it could have. But I wasn't just super impressed by no means. Then that was on Sunday of last week, and then on Tuesday I had the buddy read with Josh. It already overbooked over Empire of Silence, the Sun Eater, Christopher Rocchio, and he loved it. I've noticed most booktubers do love it. It just wasn't my jam. It's not a bad book by no means. I think most people will like it. It just wasn't enough action for me. Like I said, it really good character work, really good prose. The story's interesting. It's not bad. It's like it leads you up and you're about to have a battle, and then something changes, and then nothing happens. Like that's what I was really missing. And then these like almost side tangents to where he would be like, oh yeah, that was so and so, and I realized 15 years later that we would become best friends. Or it was something like you would go and then he would be like, oh, so and so over there, yeah, so many years ago he killed 1,000 people, but we'll discuss that later, and then just move on to something else. I'm like, no, let's discuss it now. I need to know why. Now that sounds interesting, but needless to say, Howling Dark, that's next. We're going to do that. I think we're end of June is what we're looking at now to have our buddy read with it. And then on Thursday, I was lucky enough to interview GJ Terrell with his Binding Tenants series. and he just finished the trilogy. Bloodless is the last book. Um, I read book one, like I said, starting book two today, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it. The interview with him was the longest one I've ever done. We went a little over 2 hours. Was not trying to do that, but we were just talking about kind of stuff. We went through his books, and then we talked about other books and series we need to read, and all kinds of things. And just it's so good. I mean, we had a great time. If you haven't seen any of those, go check those out. Like I said, the author interview views on my channel. The Buddy Read with Josh had already overbooked is on his channel, and the Books Bros and Banter group that was on for Hyperion was on some of the characters' channel. But go check those out. Very good. I had a great time this week. That's the main reason why I didn't get much reading done. Work being late and me getting back late every day. And then always, as soon as I get back, I eat and then have to run upstairs and get on to something. So, extremely busy week. This week, not near as bad. So, I should get way more reading done. So, that's why I think I'll be able to finish Bloodbound and get a good chunk of the way through Howling Dark on audiobook. But that was all as far as this past week. Next week on the channel, what do we got coming up? Well, we are going to, as I said, on Wednesday, I'm putting out my TBR for June and discuss. I've got 2 buddy reads and looking forward to both of those. And then, which I'll say that on Wednesday, what that is. Obviously, one of them's with Josh. And then I got one more. And then on Saturday, I have a author interview on Insert More Coins with the great Corey Ratliff. Looking forward to chatting with him. We've been talking back and forth, and he's shown me some pretty cool stuff of what he's got soon to be coming out. And I'm excited about that chat. That's on Saturday on May 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then the very next day on June 1st at 4 p.m. Eastern, I will be bringing back my very first author interview guest, the great Dave Lawson. And he just, let's see, when this comes out, it ain't out yet, but by the end of next week, I think it comes out on May 29th, I think, his next book, The Pawns of Havoc, releases. And I've read it. It is fantastic. Dave really stepped up his game on this. He's done a great job. Looking forward to getting to chat with him about it and the whole process of going through on the Envoys of War, which he had done, I'd read last year, and then now to the Pawns of Havoc, and then see what's coming up in the pipeline after that. So that is going to be an excellent time. Looking forward to both of those interviews next week. Then what have I been watching? Well, I actually did do a lot of watching this week. First off, I finally got to see John Wick Chapter 4. Excellent, excellent movie, of course. Every John Wick movie is great. He has taken the, I guess you'd say, action hero genre from like the 80s and 90s, where you had like these super pumped up, like muscle men who just beat you down or whatever, into a whole new era now, to where he is, Keanu Reeves does all this like legit training with the weapons and stuff, and then he has turned this into a mega movie franchise, and this is so good. Loved it. Very curious about the ending on how it goes down. But won't spoil anything if you haven't seen it. That movie's awesome. Then I went and watched the movie Love Hurts. This one's okay. Wasn't great by no means. A little weird, but it's all right. But wasn't impressed with it at all. From there, I went back and watched a movie that I've seen several times before, Battleship. I enjoy it. I like sci-fi, fantasy stuff, and it's really cool. Rihanna's in it, which is kind of weird to see her acting because I know she hadn't been in many movies. I don't really know what else she's been in, but she did a decent job. I know it's an older movie, but I enjoyed it. It was really good. And then I got home and watched one of the craziest shows I think I've ever seen. And I've dang near binge watched the first. I have been binge watched 3 seasons. I'm starting chapter or season 4 of The Righteous Gemstones. That show's insane. That's all I know to say. It is absolutely crazy. It's got Danny McBride and John Goodman, and then a bunch of other characters. And then every so often there will be a kind of like a celebrity person that'll do like one episode or two, just to be on the show. But it is so wild. It's basically this family of their last name's Gemstones. They are part of this, or well, John Goodman is the lead pastor of this mega church, and then he has 3 kids. One of them's Danny McBride, who's the oldest, and then there's a son and daughter that are younger than him, and just the stuff that goes on with that family is absolutely insane. Um, Only suggestion I have is do not watch this with kids at all. It is not for kids, but it is absolutely wild and super funny, but just absolutely insane as well. But other than that, that's all I got. I hope y'all had a great week. Hope y'all got a bunch of reading done. I was not able to, but that's okay. I did get one book finished, which is kind of my goal. I think I put down that I wanted to read like 50 books this year. And as of right now, I think I'm ahead of schedule. So looking forward to possibly exceeding that. But we'll see. It's no big deal if you do. If you don't really care. Just kind of like try to do a book a week. If I do more, awesome. But that's all I got. Let me know. Did you have a good week? Did you get anything read? Did you watch anything awesome? And if you would, like the video. Like I said, leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. But other than that, y'all have a good day.